The Little Prince, in French, Le Petit Prince, one of the most wonderful stories I've ever read with such wonderful thoughts and meanings, and which is still applies to our modern world even the story is pretty old now. So, today we will be talking about the Little Prince movie, and we will focus on one of the main characters, our little girl. So, my name is Nada and welcome to my channel. The movie we'll be talking about focus on the story of a little girl who lives with her mom who wants her to make a wonderful grown-up. And in order to achieve this goal, she is very strict with her daughter, and she also made a very strict routine which the little girl needs to follow every single day. That took away from the daughter the joy and the imagination she is supposed to have as a child. Later on in the movie, she meets an old man who was her neighbor, and he starts telling her the story of his old friend, who is the little prince. The little girl keeps visiting the old man daily to do different activities, and that bring joy into her life. And on the end, the old man ended up in the hospital, and the little girl decided to use his broken airplane in order to meet the little prince. And surprisingly, this airplane worked in a very perfect way. And here comes the very important question. Why? In the beginning of the movie, we can clearly see that the old man couldn't fly the airplane, even he is supposed to be the professional here. And also, the movie world didn't show any kind of magical powers. It's just a super normal world like ours with the same real-life logic. Moreover, the fox doll never moved in the whole movie, and once the little girl starts on flying, the fox starts on moving. All of these facts put us in a situation where we start wondering, how does all of this happen? Was the little girl only imagining? After that, the little girl used the airplane to travel to an asteroid. If we look to how the asteroid looks, we can compare it to something in her room, which is the snowballs. We can notice a big similarity between the buildings inside the snowballs and the asteroid's buildings. And the scene exactly is very similar to another part, where we can see the little girl imagining some people working in her snowball. On this asteroid, she managed to find our lovely prince. Well, actually, after he grew up and became Mr. Prince instead. When the little girl found Mr. Prince, he was in a very miserable situation. He completely failed on the adult's world, but no worries, our girl saved him from this depressed world and bring him back to his rose. But failing on the future, exactly when she becomes an adult, has always been pictured by her mom as a very bad thing. And because of that, it becomes the little girl's biggest fear. The little girl saved the prince in her imagination from her own biggest fear. But what happened to the prince? On the original story, he died. And he probably died on the movie too. Right before the old guy goes to the hospital, he told the girl that he's going to visit the little prince. And the girl wanted to join him, but he said, it's a trip for only one person. He meant death. So, his older friend left our world already. And everything happened after that, where he is present, is just a dream. A dream on a little girl's mind. But, after all, that's the moral of the story. The imagination world we seem to ignore. The imagination which we describe it as childish. It's actually more wonderful than it seems. Even it's fake, but all the feelings it gave us are real. Try to watch a movie. Even most of the times it's not real. You are able to feel everything. The joy, the fun, the sadness, the love, the hate. All these emotions are real. But the eyes are blind. One must look with the heart. But that was only my theory, and it was Nada from nadadishou. Bye bye!